Hey everyone, my name is Paul, and today I'm installing these LED floor lights in my RAV4. Now, you may be wondering why I'm doing stupid shit instead of fixing the timing belt or the engine mounts, and the truth is I just don't have a lot of money right now. I will do those engine repairs very soon, but meanwhile, this is pretty cool, so let's check it out. I'm installing floor lights for a weird reason. The previous owner of my RAV4 cut holes in the dashboard and installed tweeters facing the floor. I'll start by popping off this panel. The storage bin and bracket have 4 screws holding it in. Now let's take out those horribly placed tweeters. I want to replace them with lights that work the same as the dome light. The light can come on when the door is opened, or you can turn the lights on while you're driving. This is the wiring diagram for the interior lights of the RAV4. The front dome light is called the personal light. The rear dome light is called a dome light. The dome light fuse is located under the hood. Since I'll be working on the dome light wiring, let's go ahead and remove the dome light fuse. The front dome light wiring goes to the left side of the car and joins the rear dome light wiring as it goes down the A-pillar. This wiring harness has 4 wires. The dome lights are ground side switched. That means the light bulb has power all the time, but doesn't get a ground until the door is opened. The front dome light works only when the front doors are opened, and the rear dome light works only with the back door. These 4 wires run straight down, and you can see them here just above the relay box. Let's remove some panels so I can get to it. The brown connector has the dome light wiring. I moved the white part of the connector up with a sewing needle, then released a plastic tab above the terminal. Now I can slide the wire out of the connector. I'm soldering wires to the power and ground circuits. Now I can slide some heat shrink over the terminals and put the connector back together. I ran my 2 floor light wires behind the relay box, then under the steering column, and below the radio. Next, the center console has to come out. It has 5 Phillips head screws. I'll need to add a ground so I can turn on the floor lights anytime. This is a good place for a ground. Now all 3 wires go into this connector. I soldered the wires to the terminal, then pushed them into the connector. The switch will go into a blank switch panel. Some Dremel tool skills are required. Each wire gets crimped into the terminal, then I use just a little bit of solder so the wires can't pull out. If you use too much solder, it will fill the terminal and you won't be able to plug the other side into it. Now just slide the 3 wires in until they click into place and push the rubber seals in. The spade terminals are for the switch. All 3 black wires for the lights will go to the center terminal. One side gets ground and the other connects to the doors. The power wires connect together. The 3-terminal connector goes to the car and the round plugs go to the lights. The floor light switch goes into one of the blank switch covers. I think the black switch panels look better than the bluish gray ones. And that's it! I installed a USB charger that hooked into the cigarette lighter plug in episode 19. I'm adding a different connector to it. To pull the terminals out of the lighter connector, first open these doors, then release the terminals with a needle. The terminals just snap back into place and the doors close to keep them secure. I soldered a 2-wire power connector to the cigarette lighter terminals. Now I can just put them back in. I got these 2-inch round LEDs from superbrightleds.com. They fit the round holes almost perfectly. I'm cutting a hole where the ashtray used to be for the rear-facing light. This will light up the floor for the backseat passengers. That light looks pretty good back there. I replaced the coin holders with flat panels because I'm not rich like that and they just collect dirt. Now I just need to plug in the USB charger and install the front floor lights. The connectors make it very easy to install the switch panel. Just plug in the 3 floor lights and the main connector. Don't forget the cigarette lighter connectors. Okay, now I just need to put this thing back in, then I can snap the cover back into place. The up position turns the lights on anytime, and the down position turns them on if a front door is open. This is great because if you dropped your weed, you can find it, and the backseat people can find their weed too. There will be no lost drugs on the floor of my car. Okay, all done. Now to be perfectly honest with you guys, I don't recommend installing those round lights like I did. They light up the floor okay, but they also shine in your eyes and then you can't see anything. The only reason I used those round lights was to fill the holes that somebody had cut in the dashboard for those stupidly placed tweeters. Now if you want to install floor lights, do the wiring the same way I did, but instead use an LED light strip like this and install it underneath the dashboard pointing down. Dude, this video sucks. What do you mean? I did stuff and I included part numbers. No. You installed round lights, then said, don't do it like this. You need to redo this video. I 3D printed some round plugs and filled the holes in the dash. I'm installing LED light strips on the kick panels that go in the center under the dash. I drilled very small holes for the wires to go through. Now just solder the wires to the LED strip. The wires go straight through and have a round connector. This screw hole is stripped out. I'll drop a piece of wire in here to make the screw fit tight again. Now I can reinstall the kick panels. I guess I have to redo this thing too. I'm 3D printing a new rear floor light holder. It's made of 2 pieces and screws together using the same Toyota screws that hold a lot of the interior trim pieces. I used a waterproof LED light strip from superbrightleds.com. You don't need a waterproof light strip inside the car, so you can buy the non-waterproof kind and save a little bit of money. I just need to run the wires through this hole and solder them to the LED light strip. The rear light panel just snaps into the center console where the ashtray used to be. To get it back out, just pry the top corners and slide it up. It takes a bit of force to snap this piece back in. Follow the link in the video description to download the STL files for the rear light holder, and you can 3D print it yourself. You can also use a 3D printing service like xometry.com. Just make a login and upload the STL files. Select millimeters for the units, and it gives you a quote. $21 and I'll have the parts in a week. That sounds like a great deal. You have to watch out though. These quotes are a bit misleading at first. Click Modify Part and it takes you to this screen. FDM stands for Fused Deposition Modeling, and this is what my 3D printer does. I'm going to select SLS, which stands for Selective Laser Sintering. This process has more precision and makes stronger parts. I'll have them make it out of nylon. You can also select the finish. Standard is white. Dyed black would look better. Make sure to select the same options for the second part, and here we are, $34 in 1 week. That's still a good deal, but we're not done yet. When you get to the checkout, it's $45 for shipping if you want it in a week. The cheap shipping option is $14 and adds a week to the time. Now we're at $50 and 2 weeks. That's not a very good deal at all. It's still cheaper than buying a 3D printer though. I ordered it anyway, and here they are. I printed the black one at home using FDM and PETG plastic. It melts the plastic on a little bit at a time, and you can see the diagonal layer lines on this piece. I'm an idiot and just left the standard finish, so I got this white piece from Xometry. It's hard to see in this video, but the SLS nylon has a rough surface, kind of like 400 grit sandpaper. The edges are more precise, and this part feels very strong. Now the floor lights look great, and they don't shine in your eyes. The only problem is, these dim yellow dome lights don't match. I took the rear dome light out of the car and pushed this light bulb out. The new LED bulb is just a bit too long and doesn't fit in here. I need to squeeze this tab, then bend it back out to make some more room. Now the LED bulb fits. Let's plug it back in, then reinstall both screws. Don't worry about my missing headliner. I'll put it back in soon. The front bulbs are easy. Just twist and they come out. The LEDs are much brighter and they're white instead of yellow. Okay, that looks great. Now all my interior lights are white LEDs. Before we finish, let me show you a little RAV4 quirk. The front dome light works with the front doors, and the light in the middle of the car only comes on when the back door is opened. That's not very useful if you're trying to get in the back seat. The problem is, the dome lights are wired separately. The front door switches go to the front lights, and the back door switch goes to the back. I could connect the two dome light wires together with a jumper. This would let the backseat passengers see what they're doing when they climb in the car. I stuck a small jumper wire between the red and yellow wire and the red and white wires at the brown connector. Now all the lights turn on when you open the front door, and all the lights come on when you open the back door too. This is good,
but I don't like it. A diode allows electricity to flow in only one direction. If I connect a diode between the two door wires, I'll get both lights with one door and just one light with the other door. I connected the negative side of the diode to the back door wire. When I open the front door, I only get the front light, and when I open the back door, I get all the lights. That's the opposite of what I want. Let's flip that diode around and connect the negative side to the front door wire. Now when I open the front door, I get all the lights. The backseat people can see while they get in. I don't need the front light when I open the back door, so only the rear light comes on now. In case you're wondering, the front door switches are located in the door jambs, and the rear door light switch is inside the door latch.
Now you know everything about the interior lights in the RAV4. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.